Woo! What's going on, guys? Mark Orm coming at you for Orm's Forum. Gonna do a video today, man. I'm going back to doing some college draft picks, grades for the Pittsburgh Steelers today. Still got a bunch of these to do. I haven't really gotten to it since it's pretty slow NFL news out there right now. You know, guys are just getting acclimated, coming back to the facilities. The COVID-19 hitting. I'm not going to touch on any of that stuff right now. They're just trying to get healthy and trying to get training camp in a few weeks. So everyone needs to stay healthy. But I'm just going to do these college draft grades that I promised to do, and I'm going to hit on the Pittsburgh Steelers today. I've had a few buddies of mine waiting on this, so here it goes, guys. Now the Pittsburgh Steelers did not have a first-round draft pick because they traded for the safety out of Miami Dolphins, Minkah Fitzpatrick, all-world safety. So they had to give up a first-round pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they had a second-round pick, and they went with Chase Claypool, the wide receiver out of Notre Dame. Beast of a kid, 6'4", 235, 240, just a monster of a kid. I had this kid rated about second, third-round grade. Went pretty much where I thought he was going to go. Now he's a wide receiver with tight end size. He's a giant kid. He's a big kid. He's going to be a red zone monster. Can't move him. You won't be able to move this kid. He's just a big kid, and he's strong and tough. He's got really good concentration. He's not afraid to get in the middle of somebody and just going up and getting the ball. He's completely unfazed by any defender trying to knock him off the ball. He's just that strong. He's hard to tackle. Good hands with a crazy catch radius. So he's long. He can get up. He's got crazy athleticism. But the thing is, he's not fast, and it's only the real thing that you can even say negative about this kid. He's not fast at all. But those are really only like the negative thing you could say. So, but this kid could eventually be moved to tight end. You never know. You never know. But right now he's a wide receiver, and he adds to a pretty good wide receiver group with Juju Smith and Deontay Johnson, and he'll be the third guy. He could be a big slot coming into right there. So he's a good number 3 coming in like right away. And Big Ben's gonna love this kid. 150 catches, 2,159 yards, 19 touchdowns over 4 years at Notre Dame. So that's a good pick by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So then the next round, they went out and they got Alex Highsmith, kid out of defensive end out of Charlotte, third round, 6'3", 248. So he played as a tweener at Charlotte until his final year. And then he got moved to defensive end, where he really showed his ability to play the defensive end spot, which is really good. He bullied tight ends and has a crazy work ethic. So you really like this kid coming out. Runs hot every play. More of a finesse guy, though. He's not gonna, really physically destroy you. I said earlier that he bullies guys, but he's not overpowering or anything like that. Like bully guys, he runs around guys. He's a finesse guy. He's a finesse guy. Very creative with his pass rush moves, and he needs to play the run a little bit better. He needs to add some size, and he needs to definitely add strength. He tends to get out-muscled a little bit because he's only 6'3", 248 playing the defensive end spot. So at the pro level, you can probably see this guy being a pass rush specialist, playing as a linebacker / DN, jack linebacker. He'll be all over the place. He's got a good guy over there with TJ Watt to teach him the ropes too. So that's not bad right there. He had 115 tackles, 47 for loss, which is pretty impressive. 21 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and he had 15 sacks in 2019 over a 3-4 year college career. So it's not bad. He's a little bit of a guy that's going to be a developmental player and to be used sparingly, but he could get himself a starting role down the road easy. Then they went on to the 4th round, and they took Anthony McFarland Jr., the running back out of Maryland. Let's get 5'8", 200 pounds. I gave this kid about a 4th, 5th round grade. very twitchy runner. Doesn't lose speed when cutting. That's always a bonus right there. Deadly in space, very elusive, and has the home run speed too. So he gets out in the open. He's dangerous to break one to the house. But he suffered through some injuries in school. Got a broken leg as a freshman, then suffered through ankle injuries his last year in college. Over 1,600 yards rushing, 6.7 yards per carry, which is pretty good, and 12 touchdowns. 24 catches, 199 yards through the air, and 1 touchdown. So this kid's probably be used as, he's been backing up Connor, obviously, and he'll probably be used in passing situations in order just to spare Connor very limitedly. So. And they went out, and I really like this pick here. They went out and got Kevin Dotson, the offensive guard out of Louisiana. Big kid, 6'4", 321. I like the pick, but I gave it late 5th, early round 6th round grade earlier when I was doing all those. But he went in the 4th. It was a bit of a reach, but it's still a good pick. He's a nasty interior guard. He loves the battle. He'll get inside you in a phone booth, and he'll try to slap you around. He's great at steering defenders out of the way. So his pass protection needs work, though. Like every guard you ever hear about, that's nasty and mean, they're always great run blockers. So this guy's a great run blocker, but his pass protection needs work. He gets sloppy at times. He needs to work on his technique, but the raw ability is there. It is there. So he's a good guard. He's a good guard. It's a bit of a reach, but it's a pretty solid guard. Then they went out and they took, in round 6, they took out and Antoine Brooks Jr., the safety out of Maryland. So they dipped back into the Maryland pool and took another kid from there. So 5'11", 220. I gave this kid about a 5th or 6th round grade. He made the switch from linebacker to safety in college, his final year, I believe. Very physical kid, loves to hit. Decent in coverage, closes quick, good at timing his blitzes as well. So you like that about the kid. He doesn't have that long speed. He struggles on man-to-man. He needs to watch his hands on a lot of plays because he gets a little bit handsy. He grabs and pulls, so he needs to watch those penalties at the NFL level. But he'll be used as an in-box safety, like right away. Maybe play some a little bit linebacker packages because he plays the run pretty well. 237 tackles, 27.5 for loss, 3.5 sacks, 4 INTs, and 9 pass breakups. So, in 4 years at Maryland. So he's a solid football player, but he'll be used sparingly as well. Then they went on. They grabbed the 7th round. This was their final pick. They took Carlos Davis, the defensive tackle out of Nebraska, 6'2", 320. I gave this kid about a 7th round pick, even as a UDFA guy. A kid that probably shouldn't have been drafted, but he's still a good football player. He's crazy athletic as a defensive tackle, man. He was a track athlete in the discus, I believe, at Nebraska, so he's got that ability. He never really had great production at Nebraska, but he was okay. He just needs to develop his skills, work on his pass rush moves, work on his hands, work on some things. He has the first step down, though. He's got that initial burst, so he's very athletic. 125 tackles, 16 for loss, 9.5 sacks in about 3-4 years at Nebraska. So Pittsburgh had a pretty good draft. I'm giving these guys a B-. It was a solid draft. Wasn't great. Nothing really great stands out. I love the Claypool pick. I thought Alex Highsmith is a little bit more of a developmental player. You kind of want to do a little bit better than that for a 3rd round pick, but it was a good pick. Then you got Anthony McFarland. I probably like that pick better than the Highsmith pick. Then Dotson was a pretty decent pick, but nothing crazy jumps out. I'm going to give him a B-. Almost gave him a C+, but I'm going to stick with the B-. That's it, guys. I'm going to come at you guys some more for some draft grades. I'll see what I'm going to do next. Don't really know what I'm going to do next, man. Like I said, football's a little bit slow right now. And don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. It's free. And don't forget to hit your notifications, man. So let's do this, guys, right? See you again. Boom.